Every smooth silk tie and dress on Earth started as drool dribbling out of a caterpillar's mouth. A single thread, up to 1.5 kilometers long, stronger than steel at the breaking point, that people once killed to keep secret. And to harvest it in one piece, the animal that spun it has to be boiled alive inside its own cocoon. None of that is exaggeration. I'm Nikki, and I go looking for the strange machinery hiding inside ordinary things. And a silk scarf might hide the strangest little factory of them all. As a kid, I figured silk was basically a kind of wool, that the caterpillar grew fine, fluffy hairs, people sheared them off and spun them into thread. Or maybe peasants combed some special web off the trees. Wrong on every count. Silk isn't wool, and it isn't a plant. It is, as blunt as it sounds, crystallized spit. And the way it's made is one of the cleanest pieces of engineering in nature. Before any thread gets made, the caterpillar has to turn itself into a factory. For a solid month, it does nothing but eat mulberry leaves, around the clock, no sleep, no breaks. In that month, it multiplies its own weight 10,000 times. Picture a newborn baby ballooning to the size of a submarine in 4 weeks. All of that fuel goes toward one thing, firing up the chemical reactors inside its body. And those reactors are enormous. Look inside the caterpillar, and almost 2/3 of it is taken up by 2 long glands, tanks of liquid protein. One stretch of gland makes fibroin, the stiff structural backbone of the thread. The other makes sericin, a sticky biological glue. When it's time to build the cocoon, it pushes both liquids up to its head. Just under its lower jaw sits a tiny organ called the spinneret, and it works exactly like the nozzle on a 3D printer. The caterpillar forces the 2 liquids out through that one narrow channel. It's like the 2-part epoxy you buy at a hardware store. Kept apart inside, they're harmless, but the instant they mix on the way out, something remarkable happens. The thread doesn't dry in the air the way paint does. As the caterpillar drags it out by moving its head, the physical tension snaps the protein molecules into line. They crystallize on the spot and set into a solid, flexible fiber. Then it starts whipping its head in a tight figure 8 over and over, somewhere around 300,000 passes for days without stopping once. That's the number I'd hit a like for, honestly. One animal, one unbroken thread, 300,000 strokes. The result is a smooth, almost bulletproof cocoon, spun from a single continuous strand up to 1.5 kilometers long. No breaks, no knots. Which sets up a strange problem. One moth crawling out of its cocoon can wreck an entire kilometer of that silk. Here's why. Inside the silk bunker, the caterpillar finishes becoming a moth. But when the moth is ready to leave, it has no sharp jaws to chew through the tough thread. So it does the only thing it can. It secretes a caustic acid that burns a hole straight through the wall of the cocoon. For us, that's a disaster. The acid slices that unbroken kilometer-long thread into thousands of short, useless scraps that can't be woven into smooth cloth. Which is why the ancient Chinese landed on a method that's effective and quietly brutal. To get the thread out whole, the cocoons are dropped into boiling water with the living pupa still inside. The heat kills the moth before it can emerge and dissolves the sericin glue, so a weaver can catch the loose end and reel off the entire kilometer like thread from a spool. China guarded that whole process for thousands of years, on pain of death. The rest of the world genuinely believed silk grew on trees or was combed from the feathers of wild birds. It stayed that way until the year 552, when 2 monks smuggled silkworm eggs out hidden inside hollow bamboo staffs and carried them into Byzantium, and quietly redrew the map of world trade. If you're into the moments where history, money, and biology all turn out to hinge on one weird little animal, subscribe. Silk is just the start. So the next time your hand runs over a silk tie or a silk dress, don't think expensive fabric. Think kilometers of hardened protein spit extruded from a living 3D printer by the hungriest caterpillar around.